Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. So good to have you all here with me today. I want to remind you to please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I hope you do. And subscribe if you're not a subscriber. So today we're going to make this folder that has several pockets and a journaling area in it. And this would fit in your journal on a page like this. So you can see it is a little bit thick. It got thicker and thicker as I put paper on it. I tried to use a thin paper. You wouldn't have to. I mean, depending on what book page you choose, you could decide, how much you want to decorate it. Now, the back is not decorated. Let me show you first what I used to make this with. I'm using pages from this book. Let me get it. Got it for $1. A Garden for All Seasons. It's a Reader's Digest. And I went in and I pulled out some strings. And then I just lifted out the pages, page by page. Is that the center? No. I'm trying to see where the center page is on this set. Oh, there it is. So just to show you how I did this, I went in and nipped the strings. At the center of the signature, and then I carefully fold them out like this, and then they're still quite stuck together, and I lifted it out so I would have a complete page, and I will tell you what size these are. As a single layer here, they are 9 3/4 or 9 7/8 actually by 8.5. So 8.5 by 9 7/8. Well, I didn't want to break the pages down at all, so I decided I was going to see what I could do to make the whole thing. So, what I did was, let's have a peek at this now. Move my little page away. I decorated it. I put a tab on it, put a little doodad on it, and you open it up and we have a little pocket here for a journaling card. We have a little... Oh, hang on, I gotta get a piece of paper. We have a little tab here, just for holding things. And same here. In here we have another place for a journaling card. What are you catching up on? Oh, nothing, I guess. And then over here we have another journaling card. And then you open it all the way up and you have journaling space here and here. Now if this were attached to your page, you could glue it here on these three sides and put something in at the top, or you could glue it on these three sides and slip something in here, back here, and you would have another place for a journaling card. And maybe up here you'd have a nice place for a big tag. So just some options. And there's a couple other things you could do with this. If you made these not as wide, but made your pockets a little bit shorter here, this flap, you could actually insert this into the spine of your journal, and it would work as, well, even at this size, it works fine. You'd have a flip out here for journaling, and then over here you'd have some nice little pockets. But see, now this one is too close. If you have a bulky journal, you would never get this journaling card out. So you'd probably want to make this a fold out as well, like this. So that's a pretty cool idea too. Okay, so let's make the base of a couple of these. We may not decorate it today. We'll just see how it goes. So I set this line on my 20, and I went back 4 inches to 16, and I folded this page in at about 16. That is 4 inches. I folded it 4 inches from the center line. Then I flipped it over here and I did the same thing. So 4 inches if you're starting with the 20-inch line. Oh, I was going to tell you how big the whole thing was. Let's do that first. So it's 8.5 inches wide by 19 and 3/4. About 19 3/4. So I'm going to set this on the 20-inch line again. And that's just because it stays in the center with my camera here. And then I'm going to go over 4 inches, or 4 big squares on my mat here. And I'm going to get that at approximately 4 inches. Just like that. So now these are overlapping. Well, we know that won't work. So here's my center line. I folded this back to about here. Now you could, if you want to reinforce this edge and make it a little bit shorter, this is the time to do that. You could fold this in. There we go. And then you could glue it down. I'm using my Barely Art glue today, just because I'm almost out of art glitter glue. And this works actually very much the same way as art glitter glue. Okay, now hopefully that's as even as I could get it for right now. But we've glued that down. Now we can bring it out just a little further here for our flap and our pocket. So there is our first area of journaling space and our first pocket here. And this would be the piece that adheres down to your book page. So let's do the same over here. Oh, I love that page. I wouldn't have to cover that, would I? Yeah, that would be good. This one, I think I'm going to bring it out further. That's probably about the same width. I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of I'm guesstimating approximately where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and fold this one over too. And glue it down. So this is using a full book page. Now, if you have a book but it's not this size, you could still use a full book page and make something very similar. It would just be a different size. Okay, so we have this, this, and this. I want to close this now and make sure everything's even. And then I'm going to grab my trimmer. And I'm going to trim these off at... how much did I trim that one? I think it was 7. Yeah, 7 inches by 4 inches. So 7 by 4 is what it measures now. And then of course you have this inch that sticks out there. So 7 inches. And we're going to cut that piece off. Oops, got my pin here. I better put it up there so I don't lose it. Okay, so now this is the front of our piece. We could leave it like that if we, if we like how that looks. That would be fine with me. I like that. I love rhododendrons. And that's really very pretty. But we'll see if it matches what I'm doing in here. And in which case I could leave this one too. That would be pretty. And then I would just cover this piece. And this piece. And this piece. And that piece. Okay. So, let's go ahead and find some paper. Now, I do have some left over from the earlier project. I don't know if it will be cut. See, not really wide enough. I would have to turn it this way, and I didn't want to do that. So I do have this. I have this. And it's cut to the right length. So let's use this one to cover right here. And then this one will probably cover right over here. Ooh, not quite. But we could still make it work if we wanted. Let's see. Where did that line go? There it is, right there. So let's glue this one down to right here. I am not going to ink this one just to save time, but on the other one I did ink it. I prefer them inked, but I'll go back and ink this after it's off video. So really, I have not seen this pocket made before, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't been made. It's a new pocket to me. So I love that. I love, to think that I made a new pocket, a new idea. It's hard to find new ideas. You know, I find myself going through videos and just looking for a new idea to try and, I don't know, just find something a little different. I'm going to use this here and I'm going to add a piece to it. Whoop. My glue almost got away from me. So we're going to start close to the edge here. Somebody must be mowing for somebody. I hear a tractor going by. It's nice of them. Okay, so is this one that's just about the same length? Let's go ahead and go with this, and we'll make it just a little bit bigger, and we'll make a little tuck spot. That's upside down. Angela, don't glue it on upside down. I probably will. It's been one of those mornings. Excuse me. I'm going to find my center point on it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not center, 3.5. Approximately there. Doesn't really matter where it goes. It's just a little divot that says, hey. Okay, I have to ink it, I'm sorry. Oh, it would have been pretty to ink these with green today. So we're just going to glue this on 3 sides. And now to save paper and use up another scrap, we now have another pocket. So that is pretty cool. Okay, now the inside of this one. Let's see where this one goes to. Now it doesn't have to go all the way in. It just has to come into the pocket. So we'll cut it off right there. I'm going to have to get this beside me somehow, so I don't have to keep picking it up and moving it. Okay. Now that does cause a little bit of a problem right there, being the same color, doesn't it? So maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we want to put this one on this side. I think that's what we'll do. Now, before I turn this into a pocket, I want to put a little divot in this one. Hey, what is going on with you? Oh, because I doubled that over. Let's see if this one will work. There we go. So right about there. I'll ink up a little bit. And we will glue this one down. Oh boy, my glue says, hey, I'm plugging up on you. What do you think of that? Well, you don't want to know what I think of that. You might think it's funny glue, but I don't. So there's that. Let's take a needle to this, a pin. Okay, now we can go ahead and put this pocket down. Putting our glue in there. It's ready. Okay. Now this one we're making exactly the same as the other one. It's just a little bit different. In that we added this instead of the big stamp on the inside. Now, we need a divot right here for this pocket. So I'm going to put a little one in here. Opposite this one. So if you stick a ticket in there, it's probably come right out. But we'll see. Might be enough in the glue line that we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Now we need some more paper. I'll show you what paper pad I used. It's called Everyday Paper, and I got it at, it's American Crafts, and I got it at Dollar General. So it was more than $1 at Dollar General. You pay more than $1. You pay more at a dollar store than $1. Okay, so we have that. That stays in the green. We could go with some brown. Oh, hey, look at that. We could use that, couldn't we? We could use big yellow dots. I think we'll just go with this one. First I'll take this strip off up here. They've been so colorful, I've been saving them. They'll just go in the extra pieces drawer. We'll come over here and we'll put this one here. Now remember, it doesn't have to go all the way in, just a little ways. So we'll cut this one off here. And run that up to the top. To there. And there. And give it a little bit of ink. So how is everyone today? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good week. It's a Tuesday here. And it's a very nice Tuesday. It's not raining. I thought it was going to rain, but maybe we'll get away without rain today. We had one beautiful summer day. It just popped out, you know. Instead of spring, it went straight to summer. But now we're back to spring, where we have our rain. I'm going to close this pocket up now. Now you could mass make these and just make the base and not glue these pieces down yet. until you're ready to put something in them. Okay. So to turn this side into a pocket, we're going to need some more paper in here. So I do have that. Looks like that would work. Let me darken this line up for you so you can see where I'm at. I can see the holes in the paper, so where the staples were. So this piece we have, it would fit mighty nicely right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Right side up. Not upside down edge. No, no, no. Also, by just doing smaller pieces, it's not getting as thick as the other one did. And now we can close up this side. Okay. So we're just about done. We have the front to do, but now we can put coffee dyed paper in here, or I have some ledger sheet here. Well, it's not a whole piece though. So I'll look at my coffee dyed paper. Here's a piece. So I'm going to darken this line up too, so that we can see how far I need to cut it. There we go. Now I can see the line. Don't want to draw it right on top of the line, of course. You know that though, don't you? Because you'll hear all of this saying it. Okay. So first I'm going to cut it off this direction. Oops, come back here. What was I thinking? What were you thinking? I don't know. There's that one. Let's bring this back over real quick before I put this thing back over there. We want to cut this one off right here. Drop that one down in the drawer. Might want to erase my lines or flip my paper over. Sometimes flipping the papers over is the easiest thing to do. Okay, let's start with this one. Yeah, let's just flip it over. I think because I don't like glue to show through this part, I'm going to do my center in my glue stick. And then I'll go around the edge with my Barely Art glue. One thing about Barely Art Glue is it can be shipped throughout the season, but art glitter glue freezes too easy, so they don't ship it in the wintertime. Oh yeah, that looks so nice, doesn't it? That's pretty. I love green anyway, but this green, it reminds me of the old green in the vintage days when I'd go visit my grandma. I loved that green. It was always my favorite. Silly. Oh, I already started gluing here a little bit. So I'm going to go with it. Hopefully it won't show through. Sometimes it shows through on the coffee dye. Okay. Now, we need to make a tab here. And I think we'll make it, let's see, what color do we have there? We have brown. We have this color, and we have green. Well, we actually need another piece of the book page. Scissors. And all I did was fold this in half, like so. And then I took my little corner chomper and I made it look like a tab, a tabber top. Now, you can't put it over this page here if this one opens. If it's just solid like this, you can put them like this. But like over here, you could not do that because it wouldn't be able to open with this tab on there. But this one you could. But I don't want to glue this on the outside of the paper, so I'm going to glue it inside. Here first. And I'm going to take my pin back to it. Sometimes these tops just start plugging up constantly. It's because they have an excess of glue in them. And it just makes it hard. I'm going to put this one across here. And I'm going to put it on the top. It's just a little tab that sticks out now. Give it a little bit of highlighting. And then we need to cover the front. So, I don't have enough of this. So we could use this. since we're already using it in here. So I'll mark off the bottom. And we'll mark off how wide do we want it to be. There's one. Throw that over there. Gotta get it out of my way. So this writing goes lots of directions, but it also has an up and down direction. So it goes sideways, and then it goes this way with the words where you can read them. No upside down words going that way, just sideways words. I'm gonna have to clean out my whole thing. Now normally on this one, where it gets plugged is right there at the base. Right there. But I don't see that this time. But that is normally where it gets plugged. Yep, that's where it was plugged, right there. Gets plugged right in the hole at the beginning. I don't think this big pin will go through this one. Nope. It goes through the art glitter ones. Let's try that again. I have a bend in my needle, so it gets stuck on that bend. Okay, we'll try that. We'll see if that works for a little bit. Oh, you probably didn't even see that. I'm sorry. I pulled it close to my body so I could see it. Yeah, nothing's helping it today. It is plugged up. This one probably is too. This one's almost empty. And I don't think I have much art glitter glue left. So I just didn't want to fuss with it today. But I guess I have to. There. And then of course you'd go through and find a beautiful picture that you want on the front there. And I don't know, what would we put on there? Big thorn. A bit of yellow. Nope. Nope. I need to fussy cut. That's what I need to do. Do have that. That's pretty. This is not fussy cut there. But if I fussy cut it, it would actually look pretty good. But I don't think I want to fussy cut it. I think what I'll do, first I'll look. A lot of times I don't fussy cut them all the way because it ruins them. Oh hey, here's like a dandelion. How about the dandelion? That would be dandy. Maybe we put some stickers with it. No. It's all weeds. There's some tiny guys. Oh, that's pretty. Let's use that. I'm not going to finish fussy cutting it. I'm just going to use it like it is. What I will do is figure out where I threw my piece. This piece. And we'll just old it up. We'll make it look old. We're olding it up. How do you think that is? So someone, Robin, just told me that a friend of hers keeps her glue upside down, her art glitter, and that helps it not to plug up. She keeps the pin in it, I'm sure. Otherwise, the glue would leak out. So, I need to start trying that. I keep forgetting. I need to find something to set it in so that I can keep it upside down. That would work out great, especially if it didn't plug anymore. So we're going to try it as soon as I find something to set it in upside down. In fact, I know I have a little red glass planter that would work. Oh, that is pretty, isn't it? And it helps to color in the white background so that it matches this better. Now on the other one, I went ahead and put a thing in here, a hole. Not that size I didn't. This size. So that I could stick a little treasure on there, like I did here. So let's see. Yeah, see, this one has cards and stuff in it now, and this one is still nice and flat. So, there we go. I'm not going to put everything in this one, but let's just see what we do have. We have this pocket, and this pocket, and this pocket. We have a little tiny pocket, and then we open it up and we have all this journaling space. Now because these are book pages, I would go down the center with washi tape just to secure it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just because I think that it will hold up better with the opening and closing of the pages. Just putting it on there as evenly as I can. And I'm going to do another one right here. If I can figure out where I put it. Of course, it wants to bunch up. Now if you want these to be opposites, then flip your tape around so that it matches right. And then if you want one more, just put one across here for a little added loveliness. Okay, and there we are. That is the base of, oh sorry, got that washi tape stuck to me, the glue on my hands. That's the base of our little folder. Very cool, huh? And then you do want to, after you do that, you'll want to bone fold it. Just put that back down. And so there we go. We now have 2 of them. And that didn't take very long to do, 45 minutes with me chatting. So all kinds of things you can do with them. I would like to make a page one, so I think I'll come back for another video and make a page insert one, which means I wouldn't have to cut it off. I could leave it the length, the full 8.5, because that's what our pages are. So when we come back, that's what we'll be doing next time. Alright, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll make one. They're actually so fun because they're so fast. So fun, so fast pockets. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.